Digitize and monetize with iEnt Live, the only platform that provides complete digital support for entertainers, promoters, businesses, and entrepreneurs. Leverage our one-stop digital ecosystem that will allow you to promote your music, sell albums, and host paid events, host webinars and sell courses, promote your concerts, sell tickets and live stream events, and market your business or project to generate new customer leads, traffic, and more. This is all supported by our homegrown AI-driven digital marketing infrastructure that has successfully served hundreds of clients around the world. To learn more, send us a message or call 765-4641.
Good evening and welcome to Bloodline Podcast. My guest this evening is, we're going back in times really. We go back to the golden era of the disco period. Some of the best fun times we had in Trinidad. But anyhow, my guest this evening is Ryan Romaine, DJ Switch. Switch!
How are you, sir?
Long time no see.
It's a very long time, but very good to see you still, man.
So let's start at the beginning. Tell me a bit about you. Where you're born, your family, that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm born and raised in Marval.
Mm-hmm.
You know, son of the soil, Marval, Paramin roots.
Mm-hmm.
And went to Rosary Boys, Trinity College, and started playing music right out of Trinity.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as a schoolboy going to school and thing, it was always music then?
Always music.
So what's some of your earliest influences in music? What made you like music so much?
My father.
Yeah.
Definitely my father.
Well, he was a DJ
My
too?
father was a DJ.
He had a DJ name?
DJ Sammy, the Explosive.
And your father?
That's my father.
Okay.
So from a young boy, I grew up around music. My father used to, as a DJ, he collected his records.
Yeah, of course.
My mother, as a listener, used to collect her own records as well. So I hearing one type of music from daddy, one type of music from mommy. And then he had a lot of equipment. Those days, it wasn't as condensed as they are now. So there was equipment from floor going all the way up on this big space saver, turntables and that kind of stuff. So it was a lot of equipment and music in my house always.
You know, there's a whole lot of young people out there who don't know what a turntable is.
Don't know, never seen a record.
They don't know what
Some of them don't. You put a CD in front of them and they don't know what a CD is.
Imagine that, and I just hear that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So back in the day, who are some of your favorite artists and what are some of your favorite types of music you like?
Okay, well, growing up at that time, I was heavily influenced. My mother was a Bob Marley fan. So I probably could still sing a lot of Bob Marley songs. Yeah. Just from hearing them, and those days you're playing albums, so it's song after song after song.
Right.
And so on, you know. And then I grew up in that 80s time there, the Michael Jackson, Prince, you know, but still holding on to stuff like George Benson and Earth, Wind and Fire, Chicago, you know. It was very diverse. And then, of course, the Black Stallion and the Shadow, David Rudder.
So you had a well-rounded.
Very well-rounded, I would say, yeah.
Through the years, for some decades, we've had this debate, controversy, however you call it, about not enough airplay for local music. Whether it's pan, soca, Christmas time is parang all the time. But local music, what do you think need to be done to get more percentage of the local music on the radio?
All right. When I was on the air at Power 102, we started a show called The Band Room with Dennis T. and Rubaderi Victor. And in the band room, our main motive was to tip the scale a little bit with the local music, and we always had, local entertainers, and in that show, we try to show that, okay, when you speak local music, you don't only speak calypso,
And
pan,
right.
and chutney,
Yeah.
but there are people doing R&B, people doing rock, people doing pop, and the different styles, different genres of music. So I think there are more than enough radio stations, more than enough
Material.
hours in the day, more than enough material to fit in every genre and every style of radio that there is.
Yeah.
We just need the program directors to want to, because the mandate thing is one way to go about it, but then people always try to find a loophole and go around it.
Yeah.
But it's to find the ones that want to do that, and then make a personal choice or make a definite choice to do that, and add segments, add spots where they can feature this music. I mean, one radio station can't do it alone.
Right. What have been some of the changes you have seen, observed? One, in music. And when I say music, I'm not only talking local music. I'm talking the disco music, the R&B music. That is one. And changes on the party circuit locally. We no longer have discos.
Yeah.
But we still have parties. So, let me hear you.
Times change, people change, and with it we have to understand that everything around us changed. The technology is one that make it easier for anybody to be a DJ now. That's a whole different show. Right? It make it easier for people at home and people in little bars and little spots to have their own music setup and that kind of thing. So I would say technology would be like a major factor in it, whereby it gives you more access, whereby in those days the discos are just about the only place you could go to hear music at that kind of level and that kind of vibe, and the DJs that will come and play music to that. Now it's kind of like available anywhere.
Yeah. So, the party circuit now, what kind of changes you notice from that period to now? Like, you're going to a party now. What? Okay. What you play to hype up a crowd now in a party?
Good music always stands out. Good music will always stand out. Now, every party has their own style and their own format and their own theme and so on.
Yeah.
They have the classic songs, and then you have the new songs where, we have a lot of talented people and our soca music, the young soca artists, and they are coming out with some really good stuff too. So you have to include them in the mix. You have to make sure, when you put on stuff like Voice and these people, Blacks, Rest His Soul was a mainstay, and even now people saying Blacks for Road March 2023. Right?
Yeah, I've been hearing that.
Right?
I've been hearing that.
That is a talk that is whispered, because it's like when you play that song now, it's like different gear. You're going into a different gear. It could be the nostalgia of the whole thing.
It could be,
and, the emotion that is behind it, but music is emotional.
Yeah.
And when people make that connection and the liquid libations take effect, and it takes the party to a different level.
Yeah.
So and it's good that you always have new people coming up and bringing new music forward and so on, but the classics still remain.
Okay, so we have reached the part of the interview that I call blood pressure.
Okay.
I ask you a few questions.
All right.
And you make choices.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Salads or Creole food?
Creole food.
Chocolate or fruitcake?
Fruitcake.
Seafood or steak?
Seafood.
Football or cricket?
Football.
Beach or river?
Beach.
Instagram or WhatsApp?
WhatsApp.
Cinema or Netflix?
Netflix.
Dancehall or Afrobeats?
I will say Afrobeats. Yeah. Because it's changed.
Rennie Bishop or Billy Reese?
Rennie Bishop.
Palava Place or Upper Level?
Upper Level Club.
You've done very well.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Season 2 of Bloodline Podcast is made possible through the support of the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago, continuing to be a good corporate citizen, lending support to various initiatives, including those focused on our arts and culture. Today's podcast is also sponsored by Caribbean Spring Water, natural alkaline spring water from the Northern Range. Tell me something. As you said that, so every nook and cranny, every little bar and thing have their own DJ. But back in the day, what were some of the elements it had the qualities they need to have to be a successful DJ?
First of all, you had to have a connection to somebody. Yeah, you had to have. In my case, it started with my father. In a lot of people's places, it started with a few friends who know a guy who have a system and somebody who have some speakers, and they get together and that kind of thing. When you listen to most DJs' stories and how they started, they will be, we connected with this guy and we started Lime and we started thing and then we started Tropat. Is the connection, right? And then the talent, you had to have that is a kind of something that you had to have to know and understand how music is. And then your timing, your rhythm. So, because some people could have all of that and still wouldn't choose the right songs.
Yeah.
It's a research thing, and you have to listen to music and look at where it's going, look at where it's coming from, and understand. And then that's where mixing come in, knowing what could mix with this, how to bring this song after this song, and sometimes telling a story,
That brings me to my next question. As you reach that point, mixing. Technically, I go to parties and I watch the consoles, they call them consoles?
The controllers of the console.
The little thing, right? That is different to two records, and you're mixing from here to here kind of thing, right? How much difficult, is it more difficult with today's technology, or was it more difficult yesterday?
It was more difficult back then. The technology has taken 75% of the work out of it. No. They have the programs and the controllers, the equipment that could actually do the mixing for you, whereby before we would have had to mix by ear and then adjust the pitch manually.
I was just about to ask you that. It was more fun back in the day where you have your thing on the side,
The good thing about the technology now is that you can still use it that way. So, like when I'm mixing, it's a personal choice for me, but there is a feature, what they call, I don't even use it, sync.
Syncing, yeah.
Sync, right? Which it will automatically sync one song with the next, and that is due to the BPM and the waveforms. So it does that work for you, but I leave the sync button off so that I could mix in the air, and listen to the beat match and that kind
I
of
guess I don't have many DJs who listen by ear today.
No, I mean, the young fellas give Jack and Jeremy the jacket. When they're looking, you don't see them using headphones at all now. They're just looking at the screen.
Sync from that to that.
And it's syncing and they're playing.
Right.
I mean, in all fairness, I've listened to a few of them and they're doing it very well. But again, the technology is making it so that that could happen.
You're still on radio?
No.
You're on
on
radio.
radio.
You're retired. So what's in your downtime now?
Downtime?
Downtime, your relaxation. What is new?
Music.
Go to the beach. What?
Yeah, I love the beach when I could. Football.
Who's your favorite team?
Manchester United.
Hey, baddest. Glory, Man United, boy.
GGMU. All the way.
That's right, all the way. So, tell me some of your best memories from the disco era.
Wow, best memories from the disco era. I mean, I remember the first time I played Upper Level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the very first time. My hands were shaking like this. Yeah. It was the first time that mixer in the Upper Level was a rotary dial mixer.
Right.
I never played on one of that before.
Yeah.
But can't remember who was the DJ that played. I think it was Sting. And I could pick up things very quickly. So I just watched
what he was
and
doing.
look and saw, okay, it's 2 dials. You have to turn out one and turn up one and that kind of thing. And, so after a few bumps, I got it. You
ever work with Rennie?
With?
Rennie Bishop.
No.
You all never played a fet together?
No.
Wow.
I didn't have the pleasure.
That would be something else. I'd like to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
So, the disco era, there are some songs like Hey Puckaway, the Roof on Fire.
Yeah.
That was like go-to songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite go-to songs back in them days?
You have songs like Silent Morning.
Silent Morning, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have songs like in those days. Remember the Lisa and called Jam was big. I Wonder If I Take You Home. Head to Toe. Those kind of songs used to really
move the place. Yes, but
yeah.
You're bringing back memories there, man. I talk about bringing back memories.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to embark on a project.
Yeah.
For people my age and really younger, young people like myself, you're having an event called Big Grown-Up Party.
Grown Folks
Party.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What is that?
So, first of all, Grown Folks is a brand that I've created and I'm trying to build, whereby look at the landscape of the party scene and the lineman scene and the music scene. A lot of the things that are out there not really applicable for grown folks.
Like definitely not.
We wouldn't go. Right. So I was like, we should really do things that cater for that.
Yeah.
Cater for these people. Cater for us who, yes, we like some of the modern music now. So it's not a back in times party all the time. You will hear a good bit of classic music, the good stuff. But you wouldn't only hear that. You will still hear new soca. You will still hear new R&B.
Yeah.
The things that are happening in the Afrobeat stuff, So it's a good mix of music, great music for grown folks that you could.
So what I want you to know is to look in your camera, right, and tell the public about the event.
Okay, so Grown Folks in the City is happening this Saturday. That is the 28th of May. It's happening at a place called Total Percussion, and that is on the corner of New and Edward Streets in Port of Spain. That's uptown Port of Spain. It's a nice new venue, good parking, it's safe, neat area, and we're going to have fun. DJ Switch will be in the mix. Great music for grown folks, and this event is a fundraiser to help add to some medical bills. So we partying with a purpose, and at the same time we connecting with the grown folks, have good people around, great music, nice vibes that you could dance, you could rent a tile now and then.
Grind.
You could grind. And then you could spread your hands and let go.
You're right. Beautiful. Beautiful. You've played in Palaver Place before, right?
No,
You never played there either?
Played there, no.
Palaver Place is special. I remember that is big trees. I think it was a tamarind tree. There was a tree anyhow that was really, really, beautiful. I just have a couple more questions for you.
Sure, man, I can.
What has COVID-19 taught you most about yourself?
I am resilient and persistent. I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rough time, but I'm still here.
Well, thank God for that. And last question, tell me some of your future plans. Grown Folks is the brand you say you're going with. What else, any other thing you're working on for the future?
Yes, we're working on an event called Cultivate that is happening Carnival next year.
That have nothing to do with farming and agriculture, right?
No, it's the culture that we're going to cultivate.
Cultivate and cultivate. Right.
Yeah, so
Carnival 2023.
2023, yes. So we will be hearing a lot more of that soon. We should be launching the event on the 24th of September, Republic Day. And that is in conjunction with Vibes Caribbean and Hope Floats Foundation. Right? And then starting on the 3rd of June, every Friday night, I'll be at Estate 101.
Okay.
Myself and DJ Scooby doing video mixing.
Scooby.
Yeah.
Good combination.
It's called Nostalgia Fridays.
From what time you're doing that?
From 9 p.m.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. What's the admission to Grown Folks?
Just $100.
That is it?
Yeah, we have tickets available. And anybody can reach me at 344-7675 or 303-1929 on WhatsApp. Yeah. And then it's $200 at the door.
$200 at the door.
Yeah.
Well, I must thank you very much for being my guest this evening.
Hey, I must thank you for having me. This is nice. Good to see you, and big up iEnt.
Beautiful. And let's hope that Manu does a lot better in 2023 as well.
Oh my gosh. No, you don't have time for that.
No, go ahead and say what I was going to say.
My fellow Manchester United family, friends, supporters, hold on tight. Everything will be all right.
Yeah, I think
We're
so.
We're coming back soon.
I think so.
At taking the brunt of all the old talk and the jabs and the memes and
I have been getting from the supporters of Chelsea.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, Chelsea especially.
And
Haters.
Friends who are Liverpool supporters. Liverpool and Man U.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a cousin who's a Manchester City fan, so he doesn't let me forget it.
All the best, man.
Yeah, man. Enough respect, Peter.
You have been viewing Bloodline Podcast, sponsored by National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago. My guest this evening has been veteran DJ, radio, disco, DJ Switch Ryan Room. Thanks for viewing. Have a wonderful evening. Ciao.
Digitize and monetize with iEnt Live, the only platform that provides complete digital support for entertainers, promoters, businesses, and entrepreneurs. Leverage our one-stop digital ecosystem that will allow you to promote your music, sell albums, and host paid events, host webinars and sell courses, promote your concerts, sell tickets and live stream events, and market your business or project to generate new customer leads, traffic, and more. This is all supported by our homegrown AI-driven digital marketing infrastructure that has successfully served hundreds of clients around the world. To learn more, send us a message or call 765-464